Nvidia's Earnings Alert. As Nvidia prepares to release its Q4 2026 results on February the 25th, the stock market is at an important potential breaking point. With revenue targets set at $65.7 billion and tech sector layoffs surpassing 30,000 in just 6 weeks, the 2% Club is asking the hard question: is the AI boom sustainable, or are we witnessing the greatest efficiency trap in history? In this special open access edition of the 2% Brief, we analyse the Blackwell chip ramp, the S&P 500's dangerous 33% tech concentration, and why Jensen Huang's guidance matters more than the stock price. Welcome to Money and Power. Good morning. Tomorrow, February the 25th, 2026, the global financial markets are going to stop breathing for probably 15 minutes. That is how long it will take for Nvidia to release its Q4 earnings report. If you look at the Google trend data this morning, the numbers are quite explosive. Search interest for Nvidia's share price today and Nvidia's stock is up over 250%. The 98%, the retail crowd, the speculators, the people who treat the stock market like a casino, are staring at their screens with white knuckles. They're hoping for a miracle to save their portfolios. That might be a slight exaggeration, I better add that, but they're certainly worried. But while the 98% look at the ticker, the 2% Club is looking at a much darker set of numbers. We're looking at the 30,700 tech workers who've been unceremoniously fired in the first 6 weeks of this year. We're looking at the corporate balance sheets of Amazon, Meta and Salesforce, and we're seeing the efficiency trap in real time. Today's report is a landmark moment for this channel. We're doing a special open access edition of what we call the 2% Brief. In future, this level of tactical, event-driven macro intelligence will be reserved for our paid Inner Circle members and will be more detailed than this video. But the AI bubble has reached a critical pressure point, and if you own an index fund, a pension, or a single share of tech, you're standing on a trapdoor. So I'm proud to announce that on the 1st of March, we're officially launching our dual-tier intelligence service. We'll have our weekly summary, a comprehensive free report for everyone in the community, and the 2% Brief, our tactical paid alert system that goes out the moment we see a major market shift like the one potentially happening today. So let's look at the data the mainstream media is too afraid to touch. Nvidia is currently expected to post revenue of $65.7 billion. That is a staggering 70% jump year over year. On the surface, Jensen Huang looks like a prophet, and the Blackwell chip looks like the holy grail of the modern economy. But as a member of the 2% Club, you have to ask the most important question in finance. Where is that money actually coming from? Money doesn't appear out of thin air. For Nvidia to make $65 billion, other companies have to spend $65 billion. And right now, the companies buying these chips, the big tech giants, are in the middle of a desperate, violent reallocation of capital. Since the 1st of January, we've seen a bloodbath in the human workforce. Over 30,000 layoffs in 6 weeks. Amazon alone shed 16,000 people. Meta just cut another 1,500. These aren't failing companies. They're making record profits. They're firing the human staff, the 98% of their workforce, specifically to fund the CapEx or CAPEX, depending where you come from, the capital expenditure required to buy Nvidia's hardware. This is the efficiency trap. Wall Street is rewarding these CEOs for replacing humans with silicon. The logic is, fire 10,000 people, buy 10,000 GPUs, and your margins will go to the moon. But here's the 2% reality. AI is currently an enormous cost, not yet a proven revenue driver. They're betting the entire farm on a technology that hasn't yet shown it can replace the consumer spending power of the very people they are firing. If Nvidia's guidance tomorrow suggests that these tech giants are finally reaching the limit of what they can spend on hardware, the efficiency story collapses. And when that story collapses, the valuations follow it into the abyss. Let's talk, therefore, about your safe investments. Safe, inverted commas. The 98% believe that by holding an S&P 500 index fund, they are diversified. They think they're protected because they own 500 different companies. Well, they're wrong. In February 2026, the S&P 500 is now 33.4% concentrated in tech. This is a level of imbalance we haven't seen since the 1929 rail bubble or the 2000 dot-com crash. We've reached a point where the tail is wagging the dog. If Nvidia misses its whisper number tomorrow, your entire retirement account is at risk of a 5 to 7% correction in a single trading session. We saw a preview of this yesterday. The Dow Jones fell by 1.7% on nothing more than AI fear. Look at the Google trend data. Micron share price, Broadcom stock, and Palantir are all trending in the breakout category. Why? Because the entire tech sector is now a look-alike trade. They're all tethered to Nvidia's umbilical cord. And while the 98% are distracted by chip specs, the 2% club is watching the dollar index. The dollar is firming up at 97.90. Historically, a strong dollar is a poison pill for high-growth tech. We're seeing a massive divergence. While tech stocks are being pumped on the back of layoffs, physical assets and defensive commodities are holding their ground with quite steady strength. Smart money is quietly exiting the front door, while the retail crowd is still trying to climb in through the window. They're chasing a share price today, while the institutional players are looking at a liquidity crisis tomorrow. Now, I've been reporting through Illuminati Silver for the last decade, and I've been involved in markets and business and finance for over 40 years. In fact, nearly 45. I've seen the hype cycles of Illuminati Silver and the relaunch of Money and Power. I'm fed up with the influencers who tell you to buy the dip on a bubble that is clearly hissing. So please be careful as to whom you listen to. So let's wrap this back to the macro picture. We have a new Federal Reserve Chair in Kevin Warsh, who's signalling a QT plus strategy. It's a confusing signal that is leaving the 98% paralyzed. But when you combine the Warsh Fed with the 10% tariff implementation we saw at midnight, you see why Nvidia is so dangerous. The tariffs are going to increase the cost of hardware. If Nvidia has to pass those costs on to Amazon and Google, the efficiency they're buying with human layoffs become even more expensive. We're witnessing a silicon sacrifice. These companies are sacrificing their most valuable asset, their people, to buy into a tech narrative that is increasingly fragile. The 2% club doesn't buy into narratives. We buy into the math. And the math says that when 33% of the market depends on one company, the risk-to-reward ratio has left the building. That doesn't mean we're Luddites, however, and we appreciate that new technology is essential for the future of our businesses. But I've seen this before. Seen it in the silver markets. I've seen it in 2008, and I'm seeing it now in AI. The faces change, but the maths stay the same. Nvidia earnings tomorrow will be the tiebreaker for 2026. If they beat expectations, the bubble inflates for one more month. If they miss, the AI scare becomes a contagion. Jensen Huang's job is to sell you the future. My job is to make sure you survive the present. Finally, I'd like to thank my fellow ambassadors of this channel who are sharing our links on WhatsApp and SMS, and for those of you who are watching our videos religiously. Some of which, most recent, are appearing on your screen now, just in case you've happened to have missed one or two. Thank you for watching. Look forward to the launch on the 1st of March, and I'll see you in the next report.